Hello, this is Paul Mackey, and you're listening to the One Idjit's Thoughts On podcast. This is recording for Day 18 of the Dog Days of Podcasting Challenge and Day 18 of the Dog Days of Trivia. I know not all listeners out there are quite as old as myself, and some are older, but in any case, with the layout of questions this season, it just keeps getting closer to the present. The set I'm answering in a moment are from 1986 and 1987, so basically just prior to high school for me. I looked ahead, and I have a bunch for 1987, and then I jumped to 1990. I'm not sure why that worked out that way. Tonight is Monday night, and that means Duluth Cider for Trivia. Should be Sean hosting tonight. He takes the second half of the month. We've had some fun with our team name the last couple of weeks. Bad Altitude became a change in altitude when we took a cocktail table instead of our usual high top, and last week, I think we were a complicated set of hand gestures. Don't ask. We'll see if we change it up or return to that classic form this week. For now, here come today's answers and questions. Right, welcome back to the Dog Days of Trivia on One Idjit's Thoughts On podcast. This is Paul Mackey, and I'm presenting to you yesterday's answers. All right, first up, in 1986, the band that released a self-titled LP with two singles peaking at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100, Crush on You and You Got It All, both sung by a then 13-year-old girl, band being discovered in a Sheraton hotel lounge in Minneapolis suburb, originally hailing from the island nation of Tonga. Quick, what's the band? It's the Jets. The single You Got It All was written by Rupert Holmes of Pina Colada song fame. And the music industry is full of asses, Depeche Mode, releasing a live action and concert film, both called 101 in 1989, based on their tour for What 1987 album. And that album is music for the masses. All right, you get the point even if you didn't notice that masses has asses in it. Music for the Masses released in September 1987, and the worldwide concert for the masses began in October with multiple tour legs that culminated in the June 18, 1988 show before a crowd of 80,000 at the Rose Bowl in Pasadena. And those were the answers from yesterday. Hope you got some good points. Now into the questions for today. On October 11th, 1987, a rock singer playing a free concert with his band climbed Valancourt Fountain in San Francisco and painted "Rock and Roll Stops the Traffic." There was certainly no denying the vandalism later on. Aside from the 20,000 in attendance, there was also a film crew. The incident later featured in a concert film the group released worldwide. Who was he? And in 1987, Douglas Adams took a break from hitchhiking and wrote the first book about the detective character Dirk Gently, entirely new. According to the title, what sort of detective agency did Dirk Gently have? And those are the questions of the day. This is the Dog Days of Trivia on the One Idjit's Thoughts On podcast, and I wish you happy hunting.